Good morning, everyone. Dr. Fantastic here. Road trip day 2. I'm in Prescott, Arizona. It doesn't snow very often, but it welcomed me with snow. One time I had a trip to Seattle, and it was the first time it snowed in years. And I thought it was fantastic that it snowed, but it really screwed up the airport. That was a pretty funny story. At any rate, as you know, I get emails from all over the world from many ambassadors, from many of my followers, and I'm going to read you one because I like to give everyone free time. This guy has been supporting the homelessness for 35 years, big advocate. Ted Hayes, he's one of my ambassadors. And so it's going to be kind of bizarre at times. I'm not endorsing this. I'm just giving everybody free time. And he's very dedicated to helping the homeless. I hope you enjoy this view while I'm reading it. He calls it the national security threat of the virus and homelessness. Government orders, self-contained quarantine, shelter in place, social distance, isolate at home. An unjust and impossible option for the homeless. I can agree with that. Los Angeles, 35-year legendary civil rights homeless resolution activist proclaims that due to ignorance and proper experience in the matter of homelessness, particularly as it relates to black citizens, government servants from Los Angeles city proper and the county, state, and most importantly, the federal, i.e. the executive branch, the president, hysteria around the novel Chinese Wuhan COVID-19 virus is stumbling our country into military-forced quarantining of homeless U.S. citizens. Not delirious to make friendly fire. Upon the White House, but as a result of said staff's refusal to share supposed classified information with him and his A-team staff, as well as blocking access to President Trump in the matter of the virus and homeless persons, which is not being addressed, particularly as it relates to black citizens. They may assist POTUS. You might imagine Ted is a black man. Activist Ted Hayes theorizes that very soon the stress of hysterical pressure, the White House POTUS will issue executive orders for HUD security Dr. Ben Carson and Mr. Robert Marbut, Junior Executive Director of the U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness, to dispatch FEMA and deploy the National Guard to conduct the anti-constitutional deed of getting the homeless off the streets while minimizing the spread of the virus. The experienced, self-confident activists claim that should such an order be given and carried out, not having an exodus strategy plan, it would naturally lead to the indefinite internment or concentration encampment of said U.S. citizens, including our military veterans, thereby unleashing the early stages of the fascist dog upon us all. You can see he's not very happy. Perhaps the military should send us to Guantanamo Bay. We hear it's pretty nice there. Being a little sarcastic. These claims by Mr. Hayes are either profoundly true or wildly preposterous imaginations, but nonetheless a theory worthy of consideration and investigation, given his long and history-making role in this matter, as none other is as qualified. Please take the time to review his concerns and resolution admonitions, because if anybody in the United States understands the matters of homeless, particularly as it relates to black citizens, it's Ted Hayes, and I'll agree with that. In fact, Ted has for 35 years warned off this public health and safety threat, excuse to remove homeless citizens out of neighborhoods as they can't and correctly have no desire to return to the stress of money-driven, overpopulated, stress-induced substance of alcohol and drugs, illicit street cartel push to physician-prescribed pharmaceuticals for physical and psychological relief, addicted mainstream lifestyles. That was a mouthful. Sorry if I didn't say it too well. Hence, the attorney Carol Sobel announced to ACLU et al. Defense arguments of the landmark 1985 not guilty defense of necessity jury trial verdict whereby Ted Hayes and 2 homeless U.S. military veterans were arrested by LAPD for trespassing, which is the foundation of the Jones and Boys Acts, which has led to the present encampment culture crisis. He's been arrested a lot of times, Ted. Great guy, though. U.S. citizens, particularly those whom are black, are forced by the high cost of rent and living expenses to publicly defy the system and defend their willingness as well as legal right of survival and adaptation to dwell on the sidewalks with rats, etc., than to suffer within the aforementioned rat race ills of mainstream society. He's on a soapbox. Therefore, U.S. citizens, particularly those whom are black, are forced by the high cost of rent and living expenses to publicly defy the systems. He just said that. And so he just repeated himself. These are long emails. I'm trying to make it short. Let me go further. Oh, so he just repeated himself. At any rate, last night, or during the trip yesterday, I did a 360 videos, and I edited it on a new platform called Collect. I did a horrible job, but it gets the point across, at least the audio. Pay attention to the audio. But it was a fun trip. Leaving LA, didn't expect to land in snow, but I've got a little bit of business in Arizona, a little business in Vegas to take care of. And if you're watching this and you want to have Dr. Fantastic visit you and interview you, give me a call, 714-316-9829. Again, always like, subscribe, and share. Join the movement if you want to be an ambassador. We have 108 ambassadors now in 41 different countries. I'm very happy that people are being positive. They're being kind to one another. They're opening doors for people. They're saying please and thank you. They're being courteous and friendly and generous and all those great things that we're taught. But we lose track of it because we're in this greedy, selfish, litigious society. We're forced just to make money and survive, and nobody matters. It's really sad. But this COVID virus is going to bring everyone together. It's going to bring families together. It's going to bring communities together. It's going to bring our country together. It's actually going to be a new normal that's going to be very good for everybody. Everybody like, subscribe, share. Check out my radio show. I interviewed Fred Eichhorn yesterday, or was it the day before? On Tuesday, whatever that was. And he has the cure for coronavirus. He has a cure for many, many things. I can't say it legally on the phone here, on the video here, but it is, when you get your body in the right mineral balance, it will be immune to all diseases, all viruses, all colds. And drink via drinks, vitamins, electrolytes, antioxidants, gluten-free, low calories, delicious, healthy. It's a hydration drink. Fantastic drink. Anyway, there it is. Prescott, Arizona, everybody. Be fantastic.